3.1415927. Recurring. We just moved through here. We moved to here in 72 from Battlefield. And I was 2 years old, and we were up at the shops, and it was the City Bakeries, which used to be what they've now closed off, that goes down towards the gym.
Aye.
It was there for the vineyard and stuff like that, where.
And there was a bank there.
Yeah, that's right. And it was to celebrate the centenary of the City Bakeries or something like that, and they had this lassie dressed in traditional clothing of the period, handing out cakes, and I do actually remember it. That's probably my youngest memory.
Right.
And she was trying to offer me this bit of cake as a wee freebie to get a picture taken by the Cumbernauld News, and I was just having none of it. I was just not interested. You know. And it actually says it in the little article that's attached. It said young Gordon McMillan wasn't particularly happy about, but he eventually ate the cake. You know, I was just. But yeah, that's my first memory of Cumbernauld, so 1972.
Well, that's interesting.
And then I kind of remember the playgroup at like the big long flats that they had in Craigieburn and Craigieburn and like the big long red flats as they were at that point. But one of them was in Beechwood. I remember going to the washing well to get the laundry done and things like that. So
Yes, the laundry.
I remember smells. I remember smells and sounds and sights, but. And then going to a playgroup, and there was a wee sproglet at the Beechwood Road community rooms, which they demolished obviously. But I mean, I've kept quite a few memories. When we sit in pubs and chat about it all the time. Where was that? Where was this? And they're all like, "How long have you been here?" I said, "I just remember everything." So I remember the college having the big gravel pitch because my dog ran away at one point and he came back and we thought, who's is that dog in our garden? Because it was bright red, and I thought, we've got a black dog. And it was him, because he'd been running about and roaming about on that gravel pitch. Remember the old Compass Centre, vaguely remember the old Compass Centre and the old police station and all of that. The Chippy was up there. And then I remember the Chippy being upstairs at Abertone, the town centre, with the Hong Kong restaurant and Retson's, the barbers, and then there was the watchmakers or the watch builders. But I remember the bus stop being like the ramps down from the library. I remember the bus stop being at the bottom of that because we got on the first ever stagecoach service to service Cumbernauld to London, and we were on the first ever journey, and they gave us like free food and gave my mum a champagne and stuff like that. But that was leaving from that stance. If anybody wants to go to like the Chippy end of Phase 4, they've either got to go round by Tesco or round by Asda, and it's a shame, you know. I mean, it's like Cumbernauld just seems to be like the bridesmaid and never the bride anymore. It's just they just pick and choose to feed everybody else, you know.
What would you say that you do like about Cumbernauld the most?
It's going to sound wrong, but it's like it's dead easy to get out of. Public transport's brilliant. You know what I mean? So I could be in Falkirk in 15 minutes, I could be in Glasgow in 20 minutes, I could be wherever. So as a kind of commuter hub, I think it's a cracking place. Plus all the green areas. I mean, you're never far away from. I mean, going down to Wilderness Brae or just walk through there, you've got loads of trees, you've got loads of greenery. Down at the Glen, Cumbernauld Park, it's magic for that, you know.
I find that I'm
concerned that a lot of that's getting taken about.
Yeah. No, I've got a thing as a cyclist, because I'm an avid cyclist, which is what Cumbernauld is good for, because you're only 5 minutes away from the countryside. Or down at the canal and then just go out to Edinburgh or out to Balloch or whatever. Done all these cycle paths, which is like that. But all the crap that gets washed off the road goes onto the cycle path and they never clean them, so we can't cycle on the cycle path because it's a puncture waiting to happen. It's the best of intent with the worst of execution, that's what it is. It's because I'm Beechwood, there's no traffic restrictions, so that's a drag strip.
We used to be up Cumbernauld Wood.
Aye. But because there's a Tesco roundabout and then there's nothing from there to
Aye.
the big roundabout to go to Glasgow.
North Kilbreen.
Whereas the rest of Cumbernauld, it's all roundabouts.
Aye.
Was it Brian Miller? Like, he said they reckoned they had a, like, it was the EEC at that point, you know, when it was the European Community, and they had the Butter Mountain, they had the,
I helped
and,
with that.
but he said, I think they had a small roundabout mountain, and they just dumped them all in
Aye.
Cumbernauld. Like,
I've got up there.
well, I've just been given a wee smart car, like a wee two-seater, so I'm not going to attempt to go.
No, listen,
It'll just be like that.
The cars on the road, so
Yeah, but I mean, they said it was being designed around the car,
yeah, and the thing is, right?
and it's probably the worst place to drive in central Scotland.
Oh, well, I mean,
Well, East Kilbride.
oh no, you know what? Actually, I think you're no Colt Bridge.
He's
I got branded. Brand on my arm. Because the video was like that. What happened to you there? And I said, I get branded at a party, and they were like,
I was one of the.
years ago.
things we used to do. Yeah.
Yeah, body play. Aye.
But I mean, that's a Cumbernauld thing as well, though. It's like, there's no form of planning anymore. It's
All
just,
done.
like, they use elastoplast to fix a major bandage job, if you know what I mean, and it's just like,
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy.
A few years ago, they
pretty much, yeah. I mean, I have moved out, and I have lived in Glasgow. I've had flats, I've had various properties about the place, but I always end up back in Cumbernauld.
Do you feel it is saying, is there anything about it's familiar? Do you find it's something you like about it?
just find it's just gravitating back here.
It's just gravitating. I mean, there's no emotional attachment per se, but now, I say, my mum passed away in January there, so I now own the house, so I'll be here for a while now, but no, it's just, I mean, all my friends and my regular pubs and that are through here, so I've always come back at some point.
Landing in place.
I know, I loved the old town centre, and but with the bike track, and
Yeah, bike track.
you know, when I think a lot of people reminisce about the bike track. Oh, I remember the bike track.
The bike track.
And then Galbraith, and then it became Presto, and then it became what everyone wants. But I mean, I miss the CDC. I think they did a great job.
Everyone
But
spoke to say that.
it was a finite thing. It was always going to end because it was a development corporation. It wasn't an ongoing concern. You know.